I've never read the Harry Potter books. I think I've seen all the films. Films start out as like a great children's adventure series. I mean, really good. Fantasy. But then they get dark pretty quick. Certainly towards the end, they're very dark stories. In the films, anyway. I don't know if the books are the same. So in Norwegian, Hagrid is Gigrid and Dumbledore is Hummelsnur. And that's enough to ruin the book. I guess if you've already seen the TV stuff and you've seen the names and heard the names, it's kind of different, yeah. Good example is watching anime on Netflix with captions and dubbing at the same time. Netflix captions stink and do the same on Crunchyroll, and dub translation is 100% better. I've never really watched Netflix with captions on, I don't think. I watched a bit of Barbarians. I guess that must have been on there. I didn't have captions. It's dubbed. It's overdubbed. And the dubbing is... It's not too bad. But, I mean, you can easily see that, like, the voices don't match up with the lip movements and stuff. And for me, that makes it a lot harder to watch. I think I'd rather have subtitles than lip sync that doesn't match. And dubbing. Dubbing is trash. It can certainly change your opinion of or enjoyment of a show, for sure. You subscribe to a service called Viki for Korean, Japanese, Chinese TV movies. And is that dubbed, or is it a bit of... or is it subtitled? If you watch the same thing on Netflix or Prime, the subs suck compared to it. I guess subtitling is a tricky thing to do. Have I gone down... I must have come down the wrong path here, because there's no way that's respawned in the time I've wandered up and down this mine. No, this is indeed the way out. I suspect then that I just didn't see it in the dark. Okay, I've done a lot of mining with one bronze pickaxe. These are really good. I didn't think it'd be such a huge difference, but I'm glad there is. Schmeliork, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh, God. Oh, there I am. There I am. There's a bit of daylight. I wonder if I got the stuff out of the chest. If I could... Oh, there is something I wanted to check on management. I knew what it was. There's the barn house. Not the barn house. The barn worker. Where is he? Production, farming. Is it? What's it under? I can never see this one. There it is. Because there's only one in there, I think. Right. So, engulf the farmer. No, there's nobody here. Oh, because I set the guy off. Oh, God, so I'm not getting the flax and the oats and everything else. I'm going to have to do all that myself when I get back. Yeah, well, I'm short of workers now in housing space, so that is just what's going to have to be done. I put him into sewing, didn't I? So what's the sewing hut look like? It would tell me if there wasn't enough materials. It's making... it's turning... Yeah, it's just making linen thread. Okay. Well, when that runs out, and it should do after a couple of days, we will have to sort everything else out. Cave is just a big circle. Fur shoes is a winner. I don't have much fur now because I stopped the hunters gathering fur to focus on leather instead because I had other uses for the leather. And I think just from the linen trade, making, they're not caps, what they're called, coifs. They use one linen and one linen thread, and they sell for, I think they sell for 75 each, or is it 100 and some each? Anyway, I worked out it seemed like a good return, so I did a load of that instead. Hey, Fane, welcome back. How's it going? We've got mining today. First shoes is 80. I think it was because I wanted the leather for something else. It wasn't just leather bags. I know I need them for some of the torches or maybe standing torches. But there was something else I was going to make with the leather, and I do forget exactly what it was. But I definitely had a plan. Looks like I'm going to have plenty of copper ore left over. Which means I can make some... Oh, wow, that feels so much faster now I've dropped that off. You never use torches? I guess I could turn the gamma up on the screen. It's just because otherwise I miss it. I think I've got this bit mined out. Doing well, Fane. Decided to try out the new House Flipper DLC. I've never played House Flipper. Seen a lot of people messing about with it, but I've never tried it myself. Alright, we'll go this way. I like finding dead ends, so we can get the last bit of stuff, and we know we've done our job. New building unlocked their house. Excellent. Although I didn't think mining in here would be progressing this. I thought it would be progressing this. But no, actually, I don't know what I thought it would be progressing. That's production, isn't it? Survival. Well, ain't that. Anyway. We get the house, which is... Does it say what it needs? It doesn't there. So this is the level 3 house. I am building myself one of them suckers for me and the family. I've totally lost my orientation here. That'll do. I'll take that. So I came in. This looks like the way out. Do we get a map on this? No. I know I haven't got everything out already. Turn the torch off whilst we're digging. I guess the sparkly things show up most of the time. It's finding your way out that's the tricky bit, because things... There's nothing to sparkle then. Quick look. Oh, yeah, one there. Salt. Pesky salt. Not so exciting. It's the stone, isn't it, that weighs me down so much. Is that one? It is. Alright, well, I'm heading out. I'll take this one. Okay, I built 3 bronze pickaxes. I clearly didn't need that. I wonder if I can empty a mine with 1 bronze pick. Might be able to empty it twice with 1 bronze pick. If this holds up. Which means a nice bountiful supply of decent tools for everybody else. And the fact that the smith can only make 1 or 2 tools a day, it's not going to be a big deal. Because they're going to last longer. So generally speaking, everyone's a winner. And all this fantastic stone is going to be used in my fancy new house. And I should have all the materials there. From all the planks and logs and everything. Hey Sue, nice to see you back. I'm doing well, thanks. How are you? I finally listened to you, Mysel. I was always listening to you. It's just that I had my priorities. We had to make tools for ourselves first, and we only had enough materials just to do that. And now we've got spare materials. We can get it for the rest of the staff as well. It was just that we had to get one thing done first. Dreadshells, nice to see you too. Welcome back, everyone. What have we got? Just busy with work and health. Busy with work? That's yeah, common problem. But I hope everything's okay. I hope your health's all right. And Mysel, thank you very much for the subscription. That's very kind of you. Cheers. You know, guys, I used to have a little sound effect that I played when something like this happens or we had a big donation or anything. I'm going to play it now, but unfortunately we can't do it very often because of Twitch DMCA stuff. But that shouldn't be as scary an issue just at the moment. So, to all you folks who've recently followed, subscribed, just viewed, just lurking, chatting, everyone in the viewership today, you are the best. But of course, we have to be a little bit careful with that because Twitch over the last 6 months has been an awful place for DMCA issues and music and copyright. Bit of Tina. Well, she is simply the best. Do you eat or take a nap? Lunch break. I'm minding nothing and reading chat at the same time. It's very effective. I don't know, taking a nap whilst at work. Thing is, if I ever like sleep in the afternoon, because yes, you know, I am old enough to do that, then I don't feel refreshed at all. I wake up feeling like really tired, groggy and stuff for ages afterwards. So this thing goes round in a circle. Was I nearly all the way around? Poetic Wine, a resubscription for 2 months. Thanks very much. There is a way now to get past them with the music not recording. Oh, it still stays in the live thing, though. Which there's not been as many, and there's less chance if you're getting a live DMCA strike. But it is possible. I mean, they'd have to have bots basically trawling through all the streams. I'm sure they have some, not just Twitch, of course, but the people who own the music rights stuff. I'm sure they have some on some of the bigger streams. But either way, it's just not worth taking the risk over these things, unfortunately. Oh, it's a shame. We can't have a little bit of fun anymore. You were jamming out to Cher at work this morning. Oh, did she come round, was she? Delivering the sandwiches? We had to start at 1 a.m. and was really tired, but she cheered you up. Oh, I do like the music of 30 years ago. It was a good time. 30, 40 years ago. 80s and 90s. Mostly. Fashion, maybe not so much, but music was good. Oh, Mysol, thank you very good thank you very much for the gifted sub there as well. Very generous. You've got a hype train going. Do you know what? I've never seen a hype train active in this. Does it come up with anything in chat? A hype train, I see, is close. Sub gift or use bits now to start a hype train. It might actually be the first one on the channel. It said one more had to gift. Then you gifted. Let me just... It does say I still need one more. Poetic Wine, thank you very much for the gifted sub as well. Has that not started it? Do I see anything? I don't see much flashing up. Let me just check. Let me just say, there's a message at the top, but I don't think I have to click on anything to start this, do I? I have had hype trains enabled the entire time. I don't have to... It should have started it. Thank you very much for the generosity anyway. But Twitch, I'm guessing, it should all be automatic. Just another Twitch thing. Do you know, instead of them trying to get things like that put in, which it is a nice feature, but I'd rather they worked on more important things like discoverability, better capacity for affiliates so they'd always get the transcoding and things like that. Came here and didn't do the job I came for. Story of my game. But I do feel really bad for people when something that should work isn't. It's showing up here saying the hype train is close. I've definitely not got them turned off. I definitely had them turned on. I will just double check in my settings in the dashboard. There's nothing I have to click on to activate it, is it? As in when it's about to go. So let me just go and see. Pause that before I start streaming myself, watching myself. We want dashboard. What should this be under? It's gone to level 2 now. I've just refreshed it and it says sub gift or use bits to get to the next level. It started. Oh, thanks very much, guys. We have a... What does it look like anyway? I see nothing at my end apart from a notification. Tell you what, let me watch my old stream a bit. Can you see this? Yeah, you can. My old stream a bit. Can you see this? Yeah. Oh, you can see my camera. You can't actually see what I'm looking at. Oh, you can see my camera. You can't actually see what I'm looking at. Nothing. I see nothing. I don't even see anything in chat, for that matter, which is super annoying. But we've got some gifted, I think. So Fane has gifted a sub. And Poetic Wine is gifted another sub. Thanks, guys. Thanks for everything. I trust you guys can see what's going on. The hype train is building. I'll get on playing the game anyway. Cheers, everyone. Right, where were we? We're back to mining. I see a banner full of ticker tape at the top of chat. That's all I see. I'm sure there's supposed to be something more than that happens. Let me just eat some food whilst we're in this. You like choo-choos? Choo-choos are always good. I will eat that. Do I have the stew still? No, the stew's gone. This will... Might as well get it eaten. And I could drink the water skin, but I can nip over to the river, just a little bit to the south, and get a full drink for free. Discoverability. Obviously, I just need to do a hot tub stream in a bikini, and Twitch is really happy about all those views and dollars. I could do a hot tub stream in a bikini. I could do that. Get a mankini. Suddenly see that hype train dying away very fast at the mention of me in a mankini. I'll get the OnlyFans set up as well. Yep, I can see how it works. But you're right, Dreadshills. It's yeah, Twitch is... I don't feel like it's focusing on the right things. YouTube's live streaming service is rapidly catching it up and improving in some areas, but it's not quite there yet in some departments. We have talked about my hot tub stream plans before, yeah. Could be an interesting time to be around. I'll get the dog in with me. Hot tub streams with Wolfie, that would be quite good, wouldn't it? As he doesn't like going in water at the best of times, I don't know what he would take to a hot bubbling jacuzzi like. You prefer YouTube? It's got the video side of it, the VOD side of it is obviously clearly better than Twitch has ever been and offered. Twitch VODs are not the best experience, but for live streaming, it is rapidly getting there. There's some great features on it now, and it really is good. And there's a few times I have actually considered streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch. A little bit of messing around and letting people know about it, which is the biggest pain. But for a lot of other reasons, it's pretty good. Is there anything left? I really got everything out of here. I feel like I've run round in a circle, but I do feel like, aha, probably missed some stuff. Licking a microphone in a hot tub. I know, it's not the sort of thing you would normally have associated... Well, you wouldn't have associated Twitch with that sort of thing a few years ago, for sure. And this is probably... Required mine. Okay. It's probably a direction Twitch is quite happy to go in, because they will see views, money, people staying on the platform for long times, which is better for adverts and everything. Although hot tub streams, I don't think get adverts anymore, but they probably see it better as gaming because it might attract a wider audience and not just gamers. I don't know, but I don't think Twitch has got the right business attitude on for what we want it to do at the moment. If you guys watch, I'm sure you do, Harris Heller, the Stream Doctor, or Devin Nash, they go into loads of this sort of stuff in their videos. They're interesting to learn a bit from. But yeah, the YouTube hasn't got things quite right either, so I haven't just jumped over. But the YouTube channel has grown. I just break these VODs up and put them into half-hour episodes. That has basically grown fantastically for me. Far better than Twitch has worked. So it's worked pretty good. I think I've got everything out of here now. I think I've strip mined the mine. It's excellent. But thanks for the hype train, folks. Good to see that works eventually. You've watched Raptor. He's not happy with YouTube. It's a different kind of things. What type of dog have I got, Sue? I've got a Whippet. There are some pictures on the Discord, I think, in the pets channel. I haven't posted a picture in a while. There used to be someone up on my Twitter as well. don't think I've got anything on the phone at the moment, so I did have a clean out. If there is, I'll see if I can... Just a minute, let me see if I can bring up a picture of him. He's a handsome chap. One of the softest creatures I have ever known. If you put any sort of cushions or duvets or blankets anywhere on the floor, he teleports in from nowhere and makes a nest in it. Come on, there must be a picture of my dog on the phone somewhere. No, that's not bad. That's an acceptable one. There's some crazy ones. If I hold that up to the camera. The green screen's made it look a bit weird, actually. It's cut the background out. I don't know why it should do that, because it's not a green background, but anyway. Wolfie, the Whippet. You found me through YouTube first. I do remember, yeah. And that's if you ask, I dare say, a lot of people in chat, I would say the majority of my viewers here found me on YouTube and then came over to the Twitch stream. It's generally hard to get people to do, mainly because of like time differences from when people watch and stuff and when I'm live. But and then just because it's easier to move to another YouTube channel when you're watching a video to be directed to it. That seems like less of an effort than to go to a whole new platform where you might need to sign up and new username and password and then figure out how it works. So yeah, YouTube streaming and having a YouTube VOD channel separate, it's a great combination and it would work really, really well. So I cleared that mine out with less than half a pickaxe. That is beautiful work. So I will put these 2 bronze pickaxes into there and run home and make some more. Put that away. We're going south. I don't think I have anything left to do apart from that. It's a shame I have to go across a lake to get there, but it works. So cute, the dog. He's a strange creature. He really is. Doesn't like bad weather. Doesn't like going out in the cold and the rain. Kind of have to drag him out for a walk and a run when it's like that. Once he's out, he's fine. It's like he looks out the door and sees it raining. It's like, nope, not gonna happen. Sounded like a cat. Slightly off course here. So all but 4 to 5 days a year in the UK. Yeah, that sounds about right. Today was unseasonably warm in the UK, about 18 degrees. But it was also chucking it down all day long. So you can't win. You just can't win. You got fancy emotes now. Well, actually, yeah, you have got them, Thane, thanks to the gifted sub. You also get fancy emotes if you become a member of any of my YouTube channels. Some of them the same as well. I think I've uploaded some of the same ones. Although not as many people choose to become members of YouTube channels. For good reason, because you can use the emotes in chat when you're leaving a comment and stuff, but it's maybe not as relevant to use them as it is in a live chat like this. So much more useful. You got your golden... Oh, nice, you got the golden train icon next to your name. I've just seen that, Poetic Wine. Oh, that's pretty cool. You got so many emotes you never use. I used to use a lot of co-carnages. But in his channel, I tended to try and use... I mean, you see some nice emotes all over the place. One of my favourites is that one. The hot stuff. Which we tend to use... I'm going to risk this again. We tend to use it when I set myself on fire. Or set things on fire. Because I do set things on fire in a lot of games that I play. Added to maybe a little bit of... that. I'm playing fast and loose with the DMCA strikes tonight, but we used to have a thing that worked where if 3 or 4 chat members spammed that emote, it would trigger that soundbite, which was really cool because we're playing a game and I get the flamethrower out and set the enemy on fire, and we get that. It's just a really cool thing to do, but it's a little bit too risky to do now, so I occasionally press the button, but I certainly don't do it on a regular basis. Because, you know, somebody might record that clip of that 5 seconds of music and piece it together 300 times, and suddenly they've made themselves the song for free, and it's all because of me pirating it. So but anyway, we're not allowed to have too much fun. It's the law, you know. Okay, I've come back. What was I going to do? Is this fella... This is ploughed. This is extra cabbage. There's nothing going on there. We're in autumn. He's planted the wheat field. Let me go and make sure he's planted the rye field. That was oats. That's okay. There should be a field of rye over here. The flax. What, the flax? When do we plant flax? Is flax winter? Let me just check this. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing again. Hang on. This one. Flax is... No, spring. Okay, sorry. It's spring, so that's fine. Yeah, we're doing good. I need to go and do some barn work now, though. Because we don't have a barn worker at the moment. And I need to get houses built. And upgraded and all sorts. So there's a lot of stuff to do. So let me go and get the stuff for the... Oh, God. This is going to be a massive job. So I'll apologise now. But if we need to catch up on anything in chat, now is going to be the time to do it. Because let's get the oats created. Here we go. You can make your own sound effects that you can use with the emotes. I do have all the tools for it. And I have some ideas on that as well for like various notifications and stuff that we have, like the subscriber notifications and the things. It's on my big to-do list, which is still waiting to get started because I keep adding more urgent things onto the top of it that need to be done first. So the stuff that I actually want to do, adding sound bites, some little voice recordings, some stuff I can do as sound effects for various notifications, things that we can play, things that the chat can trigger through the use of emotes. I've got to make sure it's safe stuff. It doesn't seem to be a problem going into YouTube videos, but Twitch is very unpredictable with how things work on that side at the moment. So I've never been hit with a DMCA strike for anything on Twitch. I've been hit with various copyright claims on YouTube, but that system works so much better now. You either get false copyright claims where, you know, someone who doesn't own the rights to that music at all is trying to claim your entire video for either music or gameplay footage. I've had my Let's Play series, I've had people claim it's theirs when it's just footage of the game. And it's a load of rubbish. And sometimes I've had to get the game companies involved to say, nope, we don't claim this. This is the guy claiming it doesn't have the rights. But that's fine. It eventually gets fixed. It's just a lot of work. And then when you do play a video game that has copyrighted music in, and it gets genuinely claimed by the copyright owners, usually it's like a revenue sharing scheme. So that video, the revenue gets half to the copyright owners and half to me. Which you don't mind, because out of the Let's Play stuff, you know, they don't get a huge amount of views. It's not all my income. And it's better than taking the video down altogether. So that sort of stuff I can live with, and it works. But on Twitch, certainly before last month, it was a case of you might just get instantly struck off. But it's supposed to be better now. But I don't want to put that to the test. YouTube equals Google, and Google is a monster. It certainly has grown out to be that way. It's not the cool sort of company that it started off as. It's definitely gone very corporate. But, I mean, it works very well for me on YouTube, so I can't complain about it too much. You've got one of those to-do lists as well. It just seems to only get better. Mine just gets longer, longer and longer. For everything I cross off the top, 2 more things have been added onto the bottom. But, yeah, YouTube, I like the way YouTube worked for YouTube. As over the years, people have complained about ad revenue on it and YouTube taking all their money off them and demonetizing them and stuff. And it's the easiest platform to set up a business in the world at 0 cost to the YouTuber, basically. I mean, they're hosting all your videos, they're storing it, they're encoding it, transcoding it, showing it to people. They're finding you an audience, and all you have to do is make the stuff and upload it, and that's it. You don't have to pay any platform fees or hosting fees or anything. You know, you do the same with a website, and instantly you've got hosting fees and domain registration and all this stuff, and then you've got possibly pay for search engine optimization to go up search rankings to find an audience. YouTube does all of that for free for YouTubers. So, and then they just line advertisers up with your videos and try and show appropriate adverts to whatever it is that you might be interested in watching. And that's a really good system. There's no cost to the viewer to watch the stuff, and there's no cost to the YouTuber to set it up. And for all people complain about being demonetized because they've sworn in it, and they say, oh, it's evil YouTube doing that. It isn't. It's because advertisers don't want to pay to be associated with people that talk about fascism and sexism and racism and sweary Bob and all the rest of it. And that's entirely fair. If you've got a brand, you don't want your brand being shown next to someone talking about, I don't know, let's go back to the days of the slave trade or something like that. So it's a lot of it is being taken out of context when you've heard these complaints that people have been making against YouTube. Because, oh, they're censoring us, we can't say what we want to anymore. Yes, you can. You perfectly well can. You just can't expect to get paid by somebody else for it who doesn't believe in the same views that you have. So